Hey everyone. So last time we created the rough wireframes, basically some getting our head around the concept and trying to give it some form and shape, right? So our goal was basically to create a cake shop or a cake app, cake selling app, basically, right? So this is what we have. We have the home page with, and then we have the shop page, individual product page, the card, and a thank you message. Okay. Now our goal is to create a high fidelity mockup of for this one. We'll see how we can refine it. Now then again, this is the high fidelity wireframe. Sorry, not a mockup. I mean, it could be a mockup as well. But however, the first stage is creating a wireframe. So we're gonna create a wireframe now. Okay, first thing, I mean, this is also wireframe, but we're going to enhance it further. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the size of this, right, and give it some color. I'm going to create a wireframe template. Let me use that. Let's use this. Okay, I'm going to save this color, remove the strokes, right, and as you can see, it's already started looking slightly different. Okay, and one more thing that I need is a card icon here. So let me just grab the card icon. This is icon kit by XD Guru. You can download it from the link that I'll put it in the description. um, there are many such kits for XD that you can use. I have to find the card icon. Where is it? I think somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So we copy this, we paste it here. All I've done is Control C, Control V. Simple as that. Alright, let me find another color, slightly darker, so that I could use it in. Maybe I could use this one. Let's take this color 70. I'll save this color as well, 7070, and give this one use 7070 for the card here. Okay, this video could be slightly longer, but our goal is to refine our design. Okay, to make it much more predictable. One thing you want to make sure, so when you place your icons next to or your buttons next to each other, you want to be aware of the idea called fat fingers. Now fat fingers is what this says is now different people are going to have different finger sizes, right? And you want to make sure um, largest of the largest finger is covered when for your design. What when in other words, what it means is if the user is trying to click on the menu, he should not be clicking on the card by mistake. Just give them a proper distance between each other. Okay, so the ideal guideline for fat finger on the buttons is 32 pixel in height. I mean minimum is 32 pixel in height, and maximum you could go up to like 42 pixels, right? So yeah, so we have this. Now let's give this one some uh, oomph, right? So Control Shift G. I'm going to ungroup this. I'm going to ungroup this one as well. Ungroup this. Ungroup this. So all are ungrouped because so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one nice copy and replicate all across. Okay. So I'll take this. Use this color. Sorry, not a border color. I'll take the fill. Use light gray. Remove the border and I see. So what I've done is actually before doing this, I've already created some design guide that I could use. Let me just cross check that how I've done it. File open recent. Yeah. So this is the end design that I'm going to create. Okay. So we have the categories here. Now this is basically a horizontal scroll that's being used these days a lot. Okay. So before we do that, so let's give it a name. Let's use this title and create a rectangle. let's write some cakes. Okay, and then we're going to center it, decrease the font size, sorry, the border size, so it gives a nice, and it could be 12. Okay, and we could also make it bold. uh, yeah, I think this is too strong. Just let's keep it normal for now. Okay, so we have one of these. Ideally you could just give it a slight border radius so that it looks slightly better. And then again, having a border radius or not having a border radius, it's a matter of choice, right? um, so let's use this repeat grid. So this is going to give us a nice, okay, so I'm going to ungroup this, write cakes, instead of cakes let's say pastries. Okay, and here we're gonna write muffins. Okay, so we have this belt now. So now the whole idea is, and change the name to categories. Okay, if you want to do that, categories. So in mobile, users can just swipe left or right to see read all these categories. One thing that I not feel comfortable about is the spacing between them. So let's make it, I think this is, let's make it 12 pixel. 12. As you can see, those 12s that come up are already guiding your, already guiding how much, already informing you about the space that's there. Okay, and then we delete this, and now we're going to repeat this, repeat the lines. Yeah, now we have the featured, featured category. Let me remove this. Control Shift T, ungroup, featured. Okay, equal spacing. And then we have, let me just re-verify again, featured, and this is the price. I think we need to add the price as well. Okay, Control Shift G, Control Shift G, actually delete it all, delete it. Let's delete this one. Then again, the border. Okay, I could increase the size of this, and let's make this one 12 pixels. 12 pixels slightly shorter, but for this sort of thing it could work. It does work. Let's say the price now $20.88. So when you're designing your wireframes, or one thing you want to make sure is that you do consider the worst case scenarios. For example, how long the characters are going to be. uh, for here, like I've used like 20, I mean 20.22, and it could go up to thousands as well. So you want to consider that your design does cover um, all the possible lengths or character lengths and everything. Okay, so now this like I said, this could not work, and here, because if the pricing is more, let's say 100 in hundreds, then you're gonna have a problem that your design is going to break. Okay, so let's, another thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that your pricing is, because this is an e-commerce site, you want to make sure the pricing is not so, it's there, but at the same time it should not be given visual priority over the image and the name, because then again you don't want to make people sensitive to the pricing. You want to be able to engage them, so you want to make sure, this is why you downplay it a little bit. Okay, medium, 14. Okay, so this is so what I've done is, so because in case my characters are longer, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ellipse this. Okay, so this also informs the user that there is more to the name, and I can use my pricing here, and if I want to make it to 100, I could increase it to 100. Okay, yeah, so let's use this format all across. Control G, repeat grid, and there you go. So all you want to do is want to make sure that your design is scalable as well. Okay. Now the beauty of this is I had only to work on one of these, and the rest of them are created for me. Okay. Similarly, I'm going to do the same thing for this. Okay. Just select all or press Alt and drag. Alt and drag is a classic uh, feature by Adobe. Okay. Featured bestsellers. So let's use bestsellers. Okay, so this has already started looking really good. So another thing I want to do is let me just add some shadows under it. Yeah, that gives it like depth. The whole idea of material design is depth, right? You can see the difference between the last time and this one, how much visual fidelity we have right now. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat the same thing here. um, Remove this, paste it here. This is your list page. Okay, let's make it cakes now, because this is a category and we want to make cakes. Okay, now we have the cakes. Let's repeat this. Drag it to left, sorry, right, and drag it to bottom. There you go. Fairly simple. Looks nice, better than last time, and it's easier to do, easier to work with. So here my gap is, let's say, sometimes 14 pixels. So I want to make sure this is also 14 pixels. Okay, yeah, there we are. So cakes is ready. So another thing is we want to make sure. So what I have is the filters on the top is basically a sub header displaying where exactly you are on the app. Are you in the cake section? And there are some other options like filter and sorting. So sorry, filtering and sorting. So let's create a filter and sorting here. Okay, on your cakes list. So I'm gonna drag this down a little, rectangle. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm combining it, and I'm going to delete this symbol and update my symbol here. So all I need to do now is remove this, paste it here. So I got everything there, all I needed. No need to just replicate that thing. Same thing here, we could do the same thing. Take this, paste it here. Easy, 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 very easy with Adobe. Oh, I think we missed the logo. I think that was not in the original symbol. Select all, Control G. Okay. Delete and add. Now this time we have the logo. What I'm going to do is delete, 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 delete all the headers. Now if I Control C this and paste here on select artboard and Control V, it's going to place in the same exact place as it's on the previous artboard. See how simple is that? Now this was we were coming back to the filters we were creating. Let's give it some different color. Okay, and got a category cakes. Okay, sorry. And now we need the icons for sorting and filtering. I'm just copying it from the other file so we don't spend time looking for these icons. It could be a chore sometimes. Okay, and now this is our list page, and we have the cakes informing the user that this is your category, this is where you are right now, and you can sort your products and filter them out depending on your requirement. uh, Now let's refine this. Simple. Say change the stroke color. You want to make it subtle, right? Bring it further. Now this is the name of the cake we are in. Control Shift G. If you see the yellow around it, that means it's still in the grid. Change the color. Okay. This already looks reasonably okay. So this is fine. Now one thing, that area that needs attention is this one. If this is, see this blue thing, this is basically telling you when you view your design where the scroll is going to appear. Now it is only going to be up till here, up till the blue mark. I'm just going to decrease it down. Okay, I need to refine this. I don't think we need this because this is something that can be done in the cart page itself. So now I'm going to take this color, I'm ungroup this, Control C. Created like a 45 pixel in height, this sort of height for this button. Now we're going to use the buy button here because we are currently in the product page. Okay. Make it bold. Sorry, it's taken book. Let's make it bold. And then change the color. Change the color to something stronger because you want to make sure your important buttons are always given the most priority on the page. Okay, look, so we have the design already. It's looking better than last time, and we could go on enhancing as much as we want now. Just showing you how we need to, you know, give add fidelity to our wireframes. uh, Again, nice cake, plus minus. I think what this needs is, this needs to be smaller. Ungroup. For some reason my shortcut stopped working now. Decrease this. 5. Let's make it 3. Change the color, watercolor to lighter, something lighter. Okay. I think this is reasonable. Delete this thing. Copy. Paste. Right. Let's use the checkout button similar to this one here. All you do is change the name, checkout. I think this was fine as is. It just I'll decrease the opacity on this a little, so it's not so prominent. Yeah. Run this much should work. It gives the illusion of separate divider, and at the same time it's not so overpowering. Okay, and now we need to do I think let me just check my other design how I've done there. Yeah, we need to show the pricing as well. Pricing and the image. So I'm going to take it this side, decrease the font to 14 pixels. Right. Take a square, copy this, paste it here. Now this is the image, the square, what I mean to say by square. take an image so that the user knows what he's exactly finding before at the last moment also. Alright, and yeah, so I need to accommodate now my pricing as well. Now how do we do that? Either we could just increase the size here. Let me delete this. Say $20, $20.40. Make it bold. Slight curve. Let's say 3 pixels. You might not use because we're not using these border races on any of the images. So for the consistency of the design, we should keep it as the as we have already done. Okay. This is the pricing. Yeah. So that sort of works in a good way. Then again, I need to give a different color to the pricing here. Okay. All right. All we do is Control G, group, and create a duplicate. All right. Bring it to top. Cart total. Let's create another rectangle here. We need to display the total amount of the card. And for that, we have a sub space here, and let's use this Control C, Control V. Sometimes when you want to select certain elements from a group, now when you click on a group, the whole group is going to select, and if you press Control C, copy basically, and then uh, the whole group is going to get copied. Now if you want to just pick one element from within that group and you don't want to ungroup the whole item, so what you do is you press Command and click on the item that you want to copy. You select it, and then you press then again you press Command C or Control C on your Mac or on your Windows. Okay, I've I've copied that amount. I'm gonna give it here. Increase the size a little to 18 pixels. Okay. um, Alt and drag. I'm gonna say cart total. This is my cart total. um, I'm going to center these. So yeah, so now what I've done is I've grouped them together so it's one element, and then I can center them so that the gap, so the spacing between on the on the side of each one of them is the same. Okay, so this is our high fidelity mockup in certain ways, and then let's use this color, make it bold, or you could use a different font. Let's say Mosaic. This is a nice font. Thank you. Let's just say thank you. Simple is better. Thank you. You could put a smiley in there. Let's get a smiley. Just paste it. Where is the smiley? Hope I don't have to spend too much time on this. Copy. Sorry. Paste. Okay, that works. That really works. Control G, and now we're going to center it in the page. Another thing that you do is copy the button here and paste. Let's paste it here and ungroup. We'll change the design a little bit. Now you want to give a user the way back as well, so how to go back, right? Let's say shop again. Okay, we use this word shop again, and the user is going to just go back to home or any page, other page you want to direct them to. Okay, so that completes the tutorial, and if you can see, so we have defined it a little further, and then now the next phase is we're going to add color to this and images, right? You always, what you want to do is you always want to make sure that you keep your clients or the stakeholders involved in all the processes, so that they every time, for example, even last time there wasn't much fidelity in that, but it was some ideas that people can visualize and basically see it how it's going to be, and they can give their suggestions upfront. Okay, even after this stage I would take the suggestions and incorporate those suggestions into my high fidelity mockups, and then present it to them again, and then see what they have to say. If it needs plus and minus, we need stuff, and then again you involve the user, you involve your clients or stakeholders in all the steps. It's going to be much smoother for you and the clients themselves, right? So hopefully you like this video. In the next video we're going to give it some color, we're going to use images, okay, and then finally we're going to prototype it. So hopefully you like this video, and please do subscribe and let me know what you think. Thank you. Bye.